Welcome to another episode of Navigating Your Unretired Life. And we're in year 2025 with a lot of new unexpected changes that are happening. Um, in the last few weeks, I've just become certified into Gen AI prompting essentials. So I'm actually using AI and seeing AI pop up in applications that help me plan and help me create ideas. And so one of the things that I found when I went into my YouTube channel, YouTube Studio, was a new tab on the content called Imagination, and it gave me a great idea for something that I'm involved with, a great idea that I'm going to share with you. So here we go. So here are five unexpected unretirement jobs that you can actually enjoy in year 2025. And they're really good because they're really, they challenge your creativity here. So let's just talk about what they are. And so the first one really speaks to me of busting the conventional retirement myth by example. I'm an unretiree since age 50 in 1997. I've been navigating a whole new world of internet communications and learning that I'm turning around to train and share with other people who are navigating their lives. And I've been doing it decade after decade, busting the conventional retirement myth by example. I think that's the most credible when you are just saying this is how you do it, but this is how I am doing it. So you're going to hear from me from the horse's mouth, busting the misconception of retirement as a time for inactivity. So, I wasn't thinking about early retirement. I didn't have the money to do that. So I needed to work. But there was a whole new world of communications out there that I said, "Ooh, I need to jump on this and learn and master this." And I really want to talk about the next part of this is emphasizing the benefits of staying active and engaged decade after decade. So I'm celebrating going into my 79th year this year of engaging with cloud-based technologies, which also ends up being low carbon, almost near zero carbon footprint. So it's good for not only my business, but it's also good for the planet and the bottom line. And highlighting the potentials for new passions and purpose in retirement. And I like technologies that allow me to do that, to explore the potential for my new passions and purpose in unretirement, and to embrace your creativity by taking unconventional career paths. So mine is most unconventional career path. So rather than working for somebody else, I started working for myself. I started working through my own remote consulting practice and virtual enterprise called New World Communications. And that involves some freelance editing, and leveraging writing skills and my passion for being flexible, working from the convenience of my home across the internet. And as a social media manager, and I'm not really that good at that yet, but I'm learning how, particularly YouTube, which is really the most powerful communications platform on the planet, to utilize my digital skills and increasing social savviness for a fulfilling role. And this says here in this suggestion, become a craft or an art instructor. I'm an instructor, but I instruct with global communications and e-learning. We'll talk about that a little bit later as I talk about my upcoming course that I'm doing again at the Edmonds Waterfront Center. And so those are the first two. The first, another is giving back, meaningful roles with a social impact. As you age, you say, well, I'm succeeding in business, but I want to succeed in the planet. I want to I want to address some things that have been kind of messing with me for years: sexism, ageism, racism, um, gender inequality. And it's a good way now with these powerful communication tools and e-learning and ability, so much technology, ability to have amazing television capability right on your cell phone. So to give back in a social impact way. And so one of the ways I've seen people do this is to volunteer at a local nonprofit, contribute to a cause. It could be a church group or what you care about to make a difference in the world. And there's so much you have in terms of your skills and your assets and in the assets of people that you can kind of help bring out in them through encouragement and that type of thing. And become a mentor and share your knowledge and experience with others. It might be your own age, younger people, older people. Age is not the criteria, but the heart and the wisdom is. And that's something that really can be meaningful and fulfilling. And just teach English as a second language. I have friends that wanted to get out of Dodge, and they went to Japan, and they were welcomed as a second language teacher to teach English, and it just kind of helped them get a sense of confidence. And there are people who've come here to this country that need to learn English. They're bilingual people, so you can leverage if you speak Spanish or you speak Chinese, that you can talk in somebody's language and help them navigate, by teaching the English as a second language. And you can then follow your passions, turning some hobbies into income. Now, I'm a potter and I also am a sculptor. I've worked with clay, but my hobby is also to kind of paint with technology, to be really creative with what I do using these tools that are digital in nature. Some people will start a food blog or a catering business. They'll share their culinary skills and passion for food. And or some people, I have a friend who says, you know, I would like to really go back to my native country, which was Ireland, and learn about my culture, my roots and stuff, and become a tour guide and to showcase my local area that I live in and share that knowledge, as a new way, a new zest in my life. And wow, that's exciting for me to support people who are into that. And some people say, "Well, I'm into antiques. I want to open a vintage shop or a craft boutique. I'd like to turn my love of antiques and crafts into a rewarding business." So those are also possibilities. And then finally, the fifth one is to finding your perfect unretirement fit. And here's some tips and resources that could be helpful to you. Explore online platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Upwork, and Fiverr. These are ways that you can do contract work and enjoy that. A lot of times, particularly on Fiverr, people will create some graphics or they'll make some templates. So, for a nominal charge, they can do a number of these really quickly and enjoy some revenue here. And to network with professionals in your field or within your community, and to consider taking courses or workshops to enhance your skills and prepare for a new unretirement career. Wow. And a great place to do this is at the Edmonds Waterfront Center. I'm right here in state of Washington. And if you stick with me, I'm gonna in the next video here, if you stick with me, I'm gonna talk about a course that I'm doing again with a core group of people called Using YouTube to Grow Business. So stick with me and here we go.